Welcome everybody back to Phandalin. This is session 8. I'm going to go ahead and recap starting with Fife and Cruel's last session because it was a little ways back. And just to get y'all caught up, the two of you had decided before leaving town that you were going to visit Harbin to get a bunch of free shit.
As we do.
He had informed you of his plan to put Phandalin on the map by taking on a high-risk job and hiring some mercenaries that seemed reliable. And that was the storms that were going on out west. And he seemed very, very pleased with himself. The two of you had informed him that there was a giant bat that you needed to fight, and it was killing entire towns by attacking them inside their homes using sound waves. So to prepare you for your journey to go slay this massive bat, Harbin led you to the apothecary shop where, Cruel, you took the sapling of a dimness plant and a series of large red potions. Fife, you took a variety of poisons. And that night, on your way out, Fife and Cruel stole Harbin's keys.
Forgot about that.
Yes. So one of y'all has the keys. I don't know who has the keys, but one of y'all has them. Actually, I believe Fife does, because Cruel staged a bat attack to draw the red brands.
It wasn't staged. That was real.
Yeah, it was very real bat attack. You drew them south while Fife broke in and managed to steal those keys. After leaving town, you encountered a rare patch of mandrakes in the wilderness. They had important properties that Fife could not recall. You pulled one and were knocked unconscious, but the two of you managed to simply kill the whole patch and stuffed your bags with them. And then as you were making your way, and all of this really was a journey to go get you your bow, Fife, to go hunt these creatures, you came across an old campground where Cruel found blood on the clothes, but y'all hadn't found any bodies. And that was when you had heard a bunch of shrill cries and you heard the kobolds having some kind of attack. And upon investigating, seeing what was going on then, you had come across Isadora, Echo, and Lance, who were being ambushed by the kobolds. And together, the group of you barely survived, but you did manage to scrape through. You haven't quite had a chance to get to know each other quite yet. I don't believe... is that the case? Can y'all correct me if I'm wrong? Did y'all take a long rest after that fight?
We did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm showing full hit points.
Okay, excellent. So everyone's still kind of coming together, getting to know one another. You made your way through this old temple, which appears to have been excavated further by these kobolds. And then coming into this back room here, you found this massive amethyst sphere. And these kobolds who were all just sort of standing blankly in front of it, staring at it. And that pretty much brings us to where we are now.
Oh yeah, one of you, Lance, approached it and got like hypnotized for a bit. Or something, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
something like that happened.
And we had to snap him out of it. Pulled him back.
So we
yeah.
can't get too close.
I mean, we can. if you want. I just don't think you want to.
All of you can sort of feel this thing in a way that's kind of hard to describe. It's like it has a presence. But it's this massive amethyst It has a sort of... how would I describe this? It has a sort of presence to it that all of you can kind of mentally feel.
Are there any rocks around?
Sure, yeah, there's plenty of rubble.
What's a good size, like baseball, maybe a little bit smaller size rock?
Sure, yeah.
I want to pick up something like that, chuck it at the orb.
Okay, it just like bounces
Cool.
off. The rock like clatters to the ground.
Does
And
anger
goes
the
still.
rock? Nothing.
No, rock's completely still.
Okay.
The kobolds make no notice of this.
Mm.
Could I cast some knowledge on this and get some knowledge from this amethyst?
Cast some knowledge on this. Do you have
Yeah,
something?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, impossible knowledge is a cantrip.
Oh, impossible knowledge. Okay, so the way impossible knowledge works
You gotta touch it.
is you use it on a creature,
Oh, wait, never mind. Sorry.
and you know like a tidbit about their life.
Okay, and this is not a creature.
No, this is not a creature.
All right, so I learned something.
Not a
Okay.
creature.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Not
so-
a creature.
So yeah, sure. So like probing with your magic, Echo,
Yes.
they can tell that there's not any kind of life force to this.
I don't think this thing is sentient in any way.
You do feel that you have the capability to sort of latch onto it if you sort of direct your will on it the way that you would when you're aiming a spell.
Am I still like incapacitated from it?
Nah, Echo pulled you out of it.
Oh, okay, so I don't have to roll any wisdom saves.
No. And in fact, that would be an intelligence save. If I had you roll wisdom, that was my bad.
Okay, doke. Let's see here. So it doesn't appear to be sentient, is that what you said?
It does not appear to be sentient, no.
Oh. Okay.
This massive amethyst just sits here.
Can we reach any of the
So-
kobold? Could we grab a kobold without getting whammied?
Can you grab a kobold?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fife is actually standing pretty close to one of these kobolds here, and is not being like affected by this at this range.
I grab that kobold in front of me and just hold it up, like hands or the armpit, like I'm holding up Simba.
Okay, so you like lift it into the air.
Yeah.
Okay. So the kobold, after a few minutes, after a few moments, sort of returns to its senses very gradually, and you'll all see it sort of waking from a stupor, and kind of held off the ground. It sort of looks about in surprise, caught completely off guard and surrounded by a bunch of strangers.
I want to cast Comprehend Languages,
Oh shit, okay.
and I want to point at the orb and try to, make a gesture. Like, what is that to the kobold?
Okay. Oh god. What kind of fucking voice does a kobold have?
Do Cockney.
Cockney!
That would be good.
The goblins are Cockney.
Do the,
yeah.
the voice. No, do the voice that Frank has in Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Boston or not Boston, Jersey?
Oh, I'm bad
Something
at,
like
I'm
that,
bad
yeah,
at those. I'm bad at those.
It
Oh
just-
no.
Oh god. Okay, so what kind of voice would this creature have?
I feel like it would be like somewhere in the back of the throat. It's like, hey, what are you doing here?
I'm walking here.
Hey. Yeah, exactly. I'm gawking here, staring at the stone.
Very well. Set me down.
Put me down.
I'm gonna start shaking it like Frank from Men in Black.
Okay, so Cruel, you're questioning it.
Very
Yeah.
cruel.
I'm torturing it.
Or is it Or yeah, it is Cruel questioning it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm just shaking it because it's funny. Cruel's the one asking questions. I don't understand anything that's happening.
Okay, so here's the thing, Cruel. Comprehend languages is one way.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to kind of grab its head and point it at the big rock while I'm pointing at it and go, "What is that?"
You have to do, like, shrug. You have to do body language.
Yeah, I'm directing its head at
That, and then you're saying what it... Did you shrug?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like yelling at you over this kobold. It has no idea what's going on.
Okay, so they're...
I'm like miming shrugging and the kobold's going up and down.
Okay.
Okay, so this... Make me a perception check, both of you.
Okay.
You rolled a 20.
Okay,
Well,
5.
15 plus 5.
So 5, your trained eye tolerates no bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And Cruel, even though Cruel is kind of focused on like dealing with Fife and trying to direct this kobold's attention, Fife, you sort of notice out the corner of your eye this kobold's hand as it reaches slowly for a knife.
I shake it extremely violently.
What do you want?
Do I understand that?
No, you don't.
Nope.
Because it's in Draconic.
I
Yeah.
want
But
to.
Cruel, you do. And Cruel, okay, so Cruel, you're like pointing. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What would you like to do?
I want to. I'll let go of its head and grab a rock and throw it at the purple thing, and then point at it again, and go, "What is that? Tell me what that is."
Okay, so as you throw this rock at this thing, it's going to like... and it sort of hisses at you. And it says...
Keep your filthy hands off. You know not what you touch.
Go over. I'm gonna go over and nod at it and go, "Yeah, what is it?" And continue to gesture at it and kind of shrug.
Okay, so it sees you gesturing and shrugging. Make me a persuasion check to convey that you're inquiring what it is.
Okay.
Oh,
That's not bad. Okay.
So, you want to know, eh? Well, I can't tell you. I don't know what that is myself.
what's it saying, Kroll?
Oh, it doesn't know anything. You can just kill it.
I shake it more violently.
Okay.
I'm just gonna shake this thing until it starts talking again.
Oh, shit. Okay, I was just gonna kill it, but if that's
No,
what you wanna do.
listen, we have methods.
Okay, so y'all are just gonna...
We're shaking it down for more.
tell
I'm
me-
shaking it until it starts talking again.
Okay. So it's going to like hiss and like try and claw at you. And in fact, it's gonna try and make it's gonna try and wriggle away. Can you make me an athletics check?
Yes, I can. Oh, not as much as I'd hoped,
Is it
but maybe not.
better than a 5?
Yes, it is. It's a 9.
Okay. All right. So it tries to get away with 5. It cannot. Okay. So essentially, Cruel, this kobold is cursing you, and it says,
Curse you, put me down, The others, where are my others?
I think we killed them all. I'm gonna, do my hand along my throat, indicating that they're dead. Draw my thumb across my throat.
International sign of dead.
Oh, you killed him.
let me check something here. pretty direct response. Nope. Okay.
Damn.
That was a pretty direct response.
You there, the big ugly one. You know my tongue, do you?
I'm gonna go ahead and nod my head.
Ah, yes. I see you speak my language. What do you want from me? Put me down.
What did it say?
It wants to know what we want, but I don't really want anything from it, actually. I just want to know
I
what
want
it wants.
information.
It doesn't know.
Yes, it does.
It just
Cruel.
likes looking at it.
Cruel, roll me an insight check.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it doesn't know, man.
Yeah, it doesn't know shit. You can just throw it back in the orb if you want.
Ah. I toss it back at the orb.
Oh my god. Okay.
Did I just throw it clean at the orb? Did I throw it straight? I was like thinking I was gonna put it back where it was, but I like this way better. I just throw it straight at the orb.
Okay.
Out of frustration. Fuck
So
this.
it like smacks against the orb, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then like kind of bounces off. And then scrambling to its feet actually seems okay for a second.
Oh?
Starts to sort of like turn to move away, makes it about this far, and then freezes in place, and is uniquely sort of facing this direction, whereas all these others are kind of facing this orb here.
Huh. I don't think they like the orb.
But it sort of just goes blank again.
Yeah, I don't think they like the orb.
Well, that one we just threw isn't looking at the orb.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they like the orb. Like, I threw it at the orb, and it was, like, trying to get away.
Isadora will be inspecting these kobolds up close.
Last session, Lance was like entranced by it, correct?
Only momentarily, yeah, before I think you pulled him out of range.
Do we have any
Okay.
rope?
I believe y'all have rope. Do y'all have rope? Anybody?
I think
I
we
have
have
rope. Yeah.
Cool. Who wants to tie rope around themselves and be walked towards and/or thrown at the orb?
I could walk towards the orb. I wouldn't mind.
Okay.
I'll do it. Give
Cool.
it a try. All right. I pull out some rope, tie it around myself, and I hand the other end to Lance.
Ella.
Okay. So Echo's going in.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
I walk slowly, step by step, just to kind of see what I feel as I get closer. Slowly. To kind of gauge what I'm feeling.
So Echo,
Yes.
you take your first step. It's like normal. Your second step, it's kind of like you take your third step and you hear it echoing. And everything seems to sort of slow down around you and you feel the pressure sort of begin to build up. As there's almost like a kind of headachy effect that's like pushing down around you like a blanket.
Okay. Am I still aware of everything?
Yeah, you're still aware of everything. This is just something that sort of like increases in gradient as you.
I'm gonna describe this to my compatriots as long as I can as I get closer. Especially Isadora. She's probably furiously taking notes.
Yeah, she's definitely scribbling all this down. This strange
So I'm-
interaction.
Describing what I can until I can.
is very interesting. Okay.
Okay.
So you're
Go
gonna
on.
proceed forward.
Yep.
So as you do, there's like this. There's this very like. And the rest of you don't see this, but Echo, you alone kind of see the orb sort of like. It's sitting. Like still, as you guys are all looking from a distance. But Echo, for you, the sphere slowly begins to rotate in place and starts to sort of turn, and you feel this like blanket push down harder, and there's a sort of throbbing in your temples, and you feel this orb sort of calling you to engage with it.
Engage how?
You don't know, but you know that it's giving you a headache.
Do I still have the function of my body?
Yeah, you're not very close to it yet.
Let's take another step further.
All right, you take one more step in,
Yeah.
and at this sphere, which is slowly spinning, begins to spin more rapidly in place, and there's this sort of like this pulse that sort of ripples outward from the sphere, and sort of you feel like a almost like a shockwave sort of push past you. Now, granted, the rest of you don't see this, but Echo, at this point, I'm going to need you to make me an intelligence save.
Oh gosh, I don't know if I'm any good at those. Okay, let's see. What is that? Okay. Is plus. That's good. That's good. All right, let's see. Here we go. Well, 7.
So
Not as smart as Isadora.
at this, Echo's eyes sort of like roll into their head, and that pressure, that blanket, washes over you. Now it sort of makes its way into your mind, and it sweeps over you, sort of suppressing your will. And Echo, as you sort of fade into this sort of stasis, sort of entranced and interlocked psychically with this massive swirling amethyst here, which continues to spin, you are going to black out momentarily.
Okay.
The rest of you will see Echo sort of proceeding forward and then sort of lock up and freeze.
Uh-oh.
Well, we don't have the rope. Not our responsibility.
Guess we should reel him back in.
Yeah, who is holding? I guess Lance is holding.
Lance is holding the rope.
Lance has
Yeah.
it.
Oh, I am?
I think
Oh,
so.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I handed it to Lance.
Oops.
So Isadora is sort of like leaning over sideways, trying to get like as close as she can, and she's scribbling down into Echo's current state. What would y'all like to do? Echo is locked in place. Lance, I believe you are holding the safety rope.
Alright, I'm gonna
Fife and Crow
pull.
are observing.
In that case, pull Echo away.
Okay, so Echo, as you are tugged backwards, you feel that blanket sort of as it like recedes from you, and as you stumble backwards, you see the amethyst. Oh, yikes! Completely still, the way it was before you started approaching it, as if it never moved in the first place.
Okay. How fast was it spinning at its fastest?
Very rapidly. Very rapidly.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I'm gonna describe this to the party, and say, do you think it could be some kind of machine that is powering up in some way for something? I don't know what for.
Do we think it's what made that shockwave we felt earlier?
We felt a shockwave earlier.
We did.
I don't
It scared
think
us
y'all-
from going into the tunnel.
Oh.
I thought that was the kobold setting off some kind of trap or something, or breaking a doorway.
I don't think so. Possibly.
Possibly. But not guaranteed. I mean, if that was what was doing it and we felt it then, I feel like we would have felt it now.
Now that
when
we're so fucked
Echo
up.
set it off, yeah.
Right, but only Echo felt it or experienced
Exactly.
it. For the rest of you, it stayed completely still.
Can I do some kind of check to see if I can tell what it is or what it's for or if it's powering something?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, all right.
What kind of check would you like to make? How would you like to assess this device?
That is
and
a
any
good-
of y'all are welcome to help them as well.
I am going to. It seems like magic, so I think Arcana would be fitting. So just what I experienced in my head. Yeah, I wanna see if I can see if there's any magic or anything that's powering this, or if it's using us to be powered, or what.
Okay, sure.
All
Anybody
right.
else? Anybody want to assess this thing somehow?
I can't get close enough to identify it.
I don't know if I have anything fancy. Well, you could. Remember, it's an intelligence check, and that's when you get fucked. But we can pull you back. So, we could tie the rope around each other and take turns walking towards the funny orb.
I have to touch and concentrate on it for a minute to identify.
Listen. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I believe in you. Who has the high... Hold on. What's your intelligence save bonus?
Very low.
Who's the smartest one?
Who is the smartest person
That would be
here?
Isadora. Isadora's the
Honestly,
smartest
it'd be
one.
Isadora, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to take the orb gauntlet?
I could perhaps do this, but I'm not particularly tough.
That's pretty good.
Doesn't matter. At this place, the type of strength we need is from people who work out at the library. So, I think you got this.
I could certainly
You seem smart.
try. I could certainly try.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Echo takes the rope from around their waist and gives it to Isadora.
Isadora gulps.
Gonna cheer on their intelligence save.
Alright.
Would me casting guidance help here, or does that not affect intelligence?
This is a save.
Okay, never mind.
Do y'all have
If I
resistance?
applaud them, does
Anybody
it-
have resistance?
No.
I don't have anything. All I have is my winning spirit.
Does she? Oh jeez. Okay. Well, I don't have her spells here. Do I? I don't believe I do. Okay. Oh well. I'm pretty sure she's pretty smart.
Yep. Do you have her stats?
Here we go. Okay, yeah, she's pretty good at this. All right. So Isadora sort of turns and bravely sprints forward.
Yeah.
Dashes right into
No one's tried running yet.
and she's instantly assaulted, gets blasted by this.
Oh no!
today.
Shit.
Oh?
Okay.
All right.
and sort of snapping to. You guys see as she sort of falters and she kind of stumbles backwards a couple steps, and then sort of straightens up as she manages to
I'm
kind
cheering her
of get
on.
this here. Just gonna make
You got
one
this.
more.
All right, this is all
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And with that, you guys, the rest of you, are now going to see as the still amethyst sort of, there's another like pulse, and this crystal here
Uh-oh.
is going to begin swirling for all of you.
Ooh.
So we can all see this now?
You can all see this now. For Isadora, the pressure is completely relieved. The rest of these kobolds remain locked in place. And she sort of turns and looks at the rest of you and she says, I'm not sure what this is, but I think it might be some kind of door?
A door?
Okay.
And she turns and sort of pokes it. You see her finger kind of disappear sort of into the spinning amethyst, and it comes back out again.
Okay, I'm going to boldly walk forward. And,
No. Wait. Hold on. Brain
Troll,
power.
I
Brain
need you
power.
to-
Brain blast.
I need you to make me an intelligence save.
Stop. No, stop.
Everyone
good.
Don't
make
walk
me
forward.
intelligence saves as y'all.
Who's holding the safety rope? Please, dear God, Lance, just say
I'm
you're
fine,
holding the rope.
I'm fine.
I'm only holding the rope for one person.
Alright,
Yeah. But we've got people on the other sides of the barrier. We can just walk forward and then pull them with the rope.
Kroll manages to push through. Echo, can you make me another save?
Yeah, we're gonna. Come on now. Come on now. Come on. I'm gonna stop
So
rolling on
Kroll-
this thing, man.
Kroll beside you, Echo sort of like locks up and their mouth sort of like droops open.
I
As
start to
Okay.
drool a little.
yeah, they drool a little bit.
I'm gonna beckon for Five to come join us.
Orb of confusion.
I'm not doing this. We have the rope for a reason. I walk over to Lance.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just sitting back.
Okay, Lance,
Lance
do you
doesn't trust the shit at all.
Lance, do you trust me?
Just chuck Lance in there.
No,
Trust-
Lance.
I trust you. I don't know. This is something that's way above my pay grade.
Don't worry. I don't get paid anything, so everything's above my pay grade. Can I hold that rope?
Oh my god.
Why?
I'm going to tie it around myself. I have a plan. Okay, so
Yeah,
tie
alright.
I take it. I just took the rope. I didn't even wait for you to actually give it
I
to
don't
me.
let go of the rope. You can't just take
I need
shit.
the rope, please.
Oh,
Do you
said
want
please,
my
so
rope?
I let go of the rope because you said please, the magic word.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I tie the rope around my waist. The slightly more humanoid waist. Okay, so you get on, like, sit on me, like, on the back, and then they are going to pull
How
the
big of an
rope
animal
through the
or centaur are you? How big are you?
They
roughly
actually
human
are a
size.
centaur, yeah.
Yeah.
So the size of a horse?
Yes.
Not quite that big.
tall. No, they're like a deer
I don't know.
centaur.
I'm
But
like
they're
Yeah.
still large enough to
250
carry.
pounds of gear and flesh. I don't know.
No, don't worry.
Okay,
I've thrown bigger people than you
5 to
further.
for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say,
Okay.
if you're responsible for whatever happens, that's it.
I am nothing if not responsible. Everyone who knows me says I'm extremely responsible.
Yeah, that's just me, right?
Hey,
All right.
listen, I also know Harbin. And Harbin has no reason to not trust me.
Harbin loves us.
Supposed to
None
make me feel
whatsoever.
Loves us. Oh my
Harvey-
god.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm just gonna walk forward, but we have the rope in case things go south so that, you know. And also I'm carrying Lance.
Okay.
For the record, Harvin's as
Mhm.
good as the mayor that you are is blending into the public.
Exactly.
We're
Go
killer.
ahead.
Okay, we're all on the same page. Yeah.
Exactly. You're picking up what I'm putting down. See, you can trust me.
Harbin sucks as mayor.
Exactly. You're no fool.
Okay.
You-
All right. So what's happening here, Fife? Can you help me understand what?
I'm
what you're
carrying
executing?
Lance either like over my back or like in my arms. I don't know. I have the rope tied around me. So the Isadora, Cruel, and Echo, right? You guys have the rope.
If
And
you
if
get
I-
stopped, I can just grab you and throw you through.
Does it work like that?
Yeah, I'm just here. I'm at the border.
I mean, Echo got stopped. You might want to help Echo out.
Yeah, okay.
Isn't
I'll-
the rope
Yeah,
still tied to Echo?
Yeah, I think
No,
the rope-
Isadora.
I think-
The rope is tied to Echo.
No, the rope's tied to Isadora.
Oh,
Echo
okay.
does not have
Which rope
rope.
is the right rope?
I'm like, I pick
This
up
is
the
like a
rope
Monty
halfway through there, and I'm like,
Python
Okay.
skit. Okay, yeah. So
We're all
what's
gonna
happening
die.
here? Bring me back.
okay. So the rope is in case I get locked up, you know, to out of character if I fail my intelligence check. As I walk forward with Lance.
Okay. And the other end of the rope is tied to Isadora, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I yell to Cruel, if I get stuck, just pull the rope.
All of this preparation. Okay, so go ahead and roll it.
Exactly. And it's gonna be nothing because I'm just watch this.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, Mac.
What?
All this preparation. Listen,
All right.
listen. Measure twice, cut once.
Hey, you're right. You're right. So Fife, very smoothly. Lance, can you go ahead and roll me that intelligence save as well?
Just for funsies.
All right, here we go.
Okay. So Lance and Echo both become sort of stupefied, but fortunately Lance is riding a top 5 at the moment.
I don't get clotheslined off of him by stupidity.
You don't get clotheslined off. So the two of y'all are able to enter the amethyst, the spinning amethyst, if that is what you wish. Is that what everyone's doing here?
Am I able to control my character now? Or
No, we're just meeting up with the group.
You're actually in
Permadome.
trance at the moment.
So probably for the whole bit of what's happening next.
Well,
unless
I mean,
I
if I get
care
over
about
here,
this.
I bring you over here so that we're in the safe zone, but not touching the orb yet.
This is
Am
not
I
the
able
safe
to
zone.
like shake Lance out of it and place them on the ground? No.
This is not necessarily a safe zone. These kobolds here, including the one who's like moving away and was
Yeah.
headed in this direction, they are all still entranced as well.
Oh no, I mean like I'm just trying to not like put all the thing. I'm like standing here where the others aren't being affected.
Cruel.
I just didn't want to
last-
stack everything.
Can I just pick up Echo and walk through the portal?
Yes.
Okay, I pick up Echo and walk through the portal.
Okay.
Okay. Whatever. I'll do the same. I
Kinda like-
continue forward, enter the orb.
Okay.
This is gonna be permanent brain damage of that. Or...
permanent brain damage.
yeah, like this exposing us to all kinds of nasty radiation.
It's okay, we don't know what radiation is. It can't affect us.
We'll be fine. Okay, so as you come out on the other side, as soon as you are a far enough distance away, say like over here-ish, Echo and Lance will both come out of their stupefaction.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Oh my. What are
you,
we?
You find yourselves in an utterly different place. It appears to be a cave. There are massive amethyst crystals growing out of the walls.
What's directly behind us?
A spinning amethyst.
Okay, so it's still there.
How were you able? Oh, I did Torvald's voice. How are you able to get through that without being frozen?
I don't know. I'm cool, I guess.
Ah. Okay, cool guy. Lead the way.
Okay, so Five, you actually like, in actuality,
Uh-huh.
I don't think you would really know. You were just able to kind of mentally
Yeah.
resist it in this case.
Yeah, I hope I'm too stupid to be affected by it, actually. That's my superpower.
And Lance, you would gather as much based on that response. Five doesn't really seem to know.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have no idea.
Oh shit, what is this? Doors. Huh, they've added a new feature. That's nice.
Echo's gonna get out their sketchbook and start sketching what they see.
Okay. The path continues downward.
I reach over and try and snap a piece of amethyst off, or a couple, and just throw it in my bags.
Okay, Lance. Go ahead and make me an athletics check to pry off a piece of amethyst.
Multiple pieces. Like
How
a
many
handful.
pieces?
I don't know. As many as I can fit in the bag as
Oh
possible.
my god.
Like
Okay.
a
You
pack.
got the right idea. I would like to also just walk over. I'm gonna smash some amethyst with my hoofs if I
Our
can, just
bags
try and
are
get some.
filled to the brim with.
No,
like-
they're not. Listen, I could just throw them out. Listen, Isadora wants
Oh
them.
my
We can just let
God.
Isadora carry
Realistically,
them.
Everyone roll me
Realistically.
athletics checks to break off as
No.
many pieces of crystal.
Like a handful, 2 hands full. You know, like if I was cupping it, like, you know.
Whoa!
I just, holy shit.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so unfortunately, Five,
I stab my hand.
your little deer hooves are only able to break off a couple pieces the size of like a fist, which are still like
Oh, that's,
exceedingly
yeah. Oh, I'm not selling these. I'm gonna make weird, stupid shit to put in the house.
So my athletics check failed. Can I just like fucking hit it with my weapon?
You know what?
My
I'm gonna
lap?
say this. All of you can take as much amethyst as you want. There's no reason that you can't. It is extremely valuable. It's all here in abundance. Pack your bags with as much as you like. You have
Hell yeah.
infinite amethyst here.
I
Okay,
feel
I
like
wanna-
I
I
know
wanna
where
find a
this
nice
is going now.
I want to take a nice smooth chunk of it and put it in my mouth. See what it tastes like.
It tastes like rock
Can you
candy.
describe the mouthfeel
rock
of the
candy mine.
amethyst?
It's cool. It's
Does it taste magic-y at all?
roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Amethyst.
Okay.
You know what? I'll be fair and just say 10 shards of amethyst.
Cruel.
I just want like 3 or 4.
It is not magic-y. However, in a sort of like kind of raw, unrefined way, you can kind of detect a little bit of like a it's almost like a magnetic field that you feel mentally.
Okay. Cool. I'm just gonna keep that in my mouth and suck on it while we're here.
Okay, so just massive piece of amethyst.
Well,
do you dip
you know,
in
like
that?
a normal-sized piece of amethyst.
What is
You
it?
know, a normal sized
What is
piece
a
of
normal
amethyst to have
size?
in your mouth.
Yeah, a normal size that you would put in your mouth. It's fine.
Okay, so like like the size of like a river stone, a small
Yes,
river stone. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Everybody else, y'all can take as much of this as you like.
I take 10 shards that are about the size of like a forearm.
Okay.
I'm just taking a couple fist-sized shards. I'm just gonna make weird shit with it. I don't have any end goal.
I take 5 mandragora out of my bag and drop them on the ground and replace them.
Like they're worthless.
Yeah, replace them with amethyst.
As soon as Isadora sees that, she's going to freak out and pick them up. And I'd love for y'all to roleplay that out, but I want y'all to do that when she's here.
Okay.
So she'll just be like, jeez.
You're just like dropping them on the ground, not even looking at it. Like it's just garbage. Like you're like, oh, okay, need
She's
space.
like, oh, what a find. She's going to pick them all up and she says, I'm very surprised you have this. Remind me to talk to you about this later. As she packs it in her bag.
I believe that Isadora knows we have them and got very mad at us last session because we were
We were
cooking.
burning them, taking bites out of them.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
What are
What
these
were
things
they?
again? Yeah, what are they?
They
Mandrake.
are mandrakes.
Oh, I remember.
Y'all are eating mandrakes?
Yeah, they were
We
just
were,
absolutely brutalizing them in front of her.
yeah, we are trying to figure out what the deal was with both the fire and the mandrakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
So everybody's got their fill of this. Now, note that if you take as much as you can carry, we will essentially say that, like, you're not so encumbered that you can't move, but, like, you're gonna have to, like, drop something, right? Depending on how much you take.
Do I know anything about amethyst besides like the fact it could be expensive or like valuable?
I mean, you can roll me a nature check, see if you happen to know something.
Okay. I want to know mainly this versus steel, which would be better, like for an arrow or a bolt. So let me roll that.
Ooh. That sounds cool.
This is kind of like an out of character knowledge because a lot of games use amethyst as an ammo option.
18. Okay. So I'll say this. With alchemy, the crystal could be refined into a hardened material that could be shaped into whatever, using something like smith's tools or tinkerer's tools. But the crystals
So a combination of
themselves-
alchemy and tinkering. Is that what you
Yes,
mean?
the crystals themselves would have to first be treated with alchemy, the way that Krul's parachute currently needs to be treated by an alchemist.
Okay. Yeah, so
Forgot about that.
I take as many as I can carry. I don't know how many is that. What's the actual number?
I mean, so you said you wanted 10 as long as your arm, right?
As long and thick as a forearm.
That's like priceless in value. Yeah, you can take 10 of those. I mean,
Okay.
So I'm sorry, what was the question?
That just how like what's the capacity, I guess, because I don't know how much these weigh or anything. Like if I wanted more than 10.
I don't know how much it would weigh. I imagine if you're carrying a bunch of rocks in your bag, it gets really heavy pretty fast. But I don't know. It would be reasonable. I trust y'all to make a judgment.
Yeah,
call.
I'll just do 10. I'm not gonna like try and push it to the max.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Well, we could just say like you each have a very hefty supply. We don't even really have to put a hard number on it. I don't think, unless like depending on how y'all want to handle it. And we can always figure that out later. I'm not super tripping over it. You are in
We're
a.
about to destroy the economy.
You're in a. It sounds like you're in a cave surrounded by endless amethyst. So like, go wild, you know.
Okay. Well, do we see anything around us?
Well, you see plenty of amethyst. It appears that this was the amethyst that Dearna's expedition was after. You never did find Dearna herself. However, the path does appear to descend up the way here.
Okay. Let's walk down it.
Yep.
I'm
Let's
down
go.
to descend.
Okay. So, as you make your way through the cave increasingly becomes like a mix of like stone and being paved with crystal. And making your way down, you will find a number of oh geez, what's going on here? What did I do? You'll find a number of sort of like inscriptions along the walls, and as you kind of pass certain crystal surfaces, like this right here, for instance, as you sort of pass this surface, you can see it sort of ripple as like illusory script, sort of like half forms into space and then half vanishes as you're sort of like casually walking past.
Can we read
So
it?
this is going downhill, like This way.
Yes, it is going downhill. I don't think anyone can read it. I believe comprehend languages lasts a minute. Is that right?
It lasts an hour, but I have to touch it.
Ooh, it lasts an hour. Holy cow.
Yeah. So I could if it wasn't floating in the air.
Do I recognize what type of language? Did not Fey,
You have to
basically?
touch it? That's kind of
Yeah.
interesting. Do you recognize what kind of language it is?
Yeah. Even if we don't understand it, can we recognize what it is?
Make me a history check to try and recognize it, Fife. 16's pretty good. It appears to be draconic in nature.
Ah. That makes sense.
And so, yeah, if you guys are engaging with this, this would be about here, and it would be
Question.
surface here.
If Cruel understood Draconic earlier when we were interrogating the and that effect is still in effect for an hour, does that mean that Cruel can just understand all Draconic for the moment? Or...
If it is written, I have to touch the surface it's on.
Ah. Okay, so you gotta reapply it.
Is it technically on the surface?
I would say it's illusory.
Okay, then yeah, it won't work.
It
Damn.
hovers off of the surface.
Yeah.
But I would let you use comprehend languages for this.
Okay, well then what does it say?
Okay, so essentially what we're looking at here, it appears to be responding. They appear to be notes. There is an ongoing experiment at play. Roll me an intelligence check. Roll me an investigation check as you're reading these notes. These are high-level intelligence notes. Ooh, okay. So it's a pretty complex, like it's very, very high-end written shit. But what it appears to be is some kind of experiment at play. You see that something is sort of being controlled. It is kind of kept. Let me think of how to put this. It is. Yeah, I would say from what you can gather, you can see that there is something that is being kept controlled. And that there is an experiment at play. You can't quite tell what it is.
Okay, I'm gonna just tell the party. I think this place might be some sort of prison or something. I think they're doing experiments on something in here. So that's all. That's all I can really get. It's kind of nonsense, though.
Crystal prison.
Eh. So we can keep walking.
Okay. All right.
As we walk, I turn to Lance and I say, "So you do not know this draconic language. You say you despise dragons, but you don't know their language. Why not?
Never really studied it.
You don't know the language of your enemy.
I guess it would help.
I think it is essential."
Well, do you know Draconic?
No, but they are not my enemy.
Do you
Might
have
be
any more
worth
paper?
knowing.
Do you have any extra paper?
Sure. I rip out a couple pieces for him and I give him some paper.
I start copying all the Draconic that I see, like, in front of me. Seeing that one of my allies has already, like, kind of rough translated it. Who was it? Cruel? Was that Cruel?
Oh, shit. Okay, so you're writing it all down?
Yeah, writing like a translation. I'm gonna try to like decipher it that way.
Good thinking. Okay, so when you say, are you saying like an inscription of it? Or
like
because you said a
an
translation.
Well, like so.
Yeah, I can say what the word is, and you can write it down.
Write it down and then like try and decipher it. Wait, Cruel, do you know actual Draconic, or is this just like comprehend languages?
So
I comprehend language. I don't know
Oh, okay.
Draconic.
it's comprehend languages, but he can't make intellectual sense of it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
but
he
yeah, you could
totally
hard
speak
write it out
loud, yeah.
for
Write it
other
out and
people
try and
to.
decipher what each letter matches where in phrases.
Rosetta Stone it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Krul can basically read it, like, in
Yeah.
common, and the rest of you
Just-
could basically take your shot at trying to comprehend what it all means.
Okay.
And this will take some time. It's probably not something I'll get right off the bat. I'll need more words in Draconic as we go along.
Okay. Yeah, well then I'll repeat the message to them. I'll just precisely say what it says instead of trying to understand what it says.
Okay, so
And-
Krul's actually reading it out loud. In this case, can all of you make me an intelligence check? Except for Krul, who already did.
Oh,
Ooh,
Nat 20
holy
twice?
Shit, okay. Alright, so Fife, who is apparently a genius, is gonna get this one. Unless anyone else just happens to
I rolled a 20, not nat.
8. Roll an 8.
Okay. Okay, Fife. Here's what you can gather. There is an experiment at play here.
Huh?
There is a power source which is being controlled.
Mm.
The power source is being controlled through the efforts of you just see like Amethyst and
Mm-hmm.
Ruby, and this place that you're currently in is like a I'm trying to think of a way to describe this. This place that you're in sort of mutes the signal of the power source so that the experiment can be carried on discreetly.
Okay. So what you're saying is that they're running an experiment on a power source, and they're doing it here in this location because it's like a Faraday cage for whatever that power source is, so that it doesn't get out.
They are not doing it in this location. However, the purpose of this location
Ah.
is to serve as both a laboratory and as a sort of almost like a radio tower that hides the signal.
Ah. We're in a secret laboratory for something, some kind of power source. That ring a bell for anyone, or is this all new?
It's all new.
All new to me.
Cool.
Okay. Don't want to do anything else here?
Nope, I got it all scrolled down. Yep, with the English phrase or common phrase next to it.
Okay, so you've got it all
There
written.
we go.
All right. So you continue to proceed. And as you descend down here, you are going to find what appears to be another one of these spherical amethysts with some kind of crystal apparatus around it. You do not have to engage with it. You guys have already encountered one of these spheres before. You can feel that kind of pressure that it exerts.
Hmm.
I wonder if this is another portal.
Probably.
Possibly.
Probably should come
What's
back
this?
to it.
It's got
Yeah.
stuff around it, yeah. But yeah, we should probably come back to this.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
Keep making our way.
You continue to
Downtown.
make your way.
I knew you were gonna say that.
As you proceed further into the cave, you're going to come across this collection of gemstones, which appear to be sort of psychically suspended.
I see rubies, more amethysts. Is that correct?
And there's one additional crystal here that's sort of amber yellow in color. Should perhaps be a little more.
shit, is this what I think
That-
it is?
What?
Should maybe be more like that.
Is that topaz?
5, go ahead and make me a nature check at advantage.
Okay.
That is
17.
topaz.
Hell yeah. I played Breath of the Wild.
I'm really impressed that you fucking fucking just recognized that from color. Well done, 5. Well done, Mac.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so they're just like floating there.
Yep, they are just sort of floating there in arrangement. As
Can we
you
touch them?
as you sort of venture closer, they sort of rearrange, sort of in response, and they kind of spread out a little bit around you. Let me see. So they kind of like, whoom,
Mm.
kind of out this way. And these crystals hover a little closer towards you here.
That's cool. Can I address the crystals?
Sure.
Hello,
Anything in particular?
crystals. Anything?
Nothing.
Do they? If I reach out to them, what do they do?
They sort of respond almost kind of magnetically to your proximity. They kind of react and hover around you. They're never quite completely close to you. It seems they're kind of designed to move out of your way, so as not to like. So like as you move closer, for instance, if you were to move this direction, they would sort of adjust themselves about you for your convenience.
Okay.
It appears to be an interface of some kind.
Yeah.
However, what it is unclear.
I want to
I don't
try
know.
and box one in. Like, I want to use my magnetic to try and push it into 5. So I want to get, like, on this side of this one.
I'm probably just spinning around in a circle because it seems like
my God.
fun.
Okay, so
They're just like rotating about me.
You're gonna enter some kind of weird space crawl where you start like kind of pinching it off,
Yeah.
and it like
Oh.
it's going to move vertically, kind of up
Oh.
above.
Oh. We forgot about that
Yeah,
cruel
forgot
third
about-
dimension.
Forgot about
It
the
just goes up.
Z-axis.
We always forget about the z-axis.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't have the intelligence to figure out what's going on here, so.
Yeah, this is just kind of cool. I feel like this is, you know, when like babies have that weird little thing that like hangs above them and they're just like swatting at it and it spins. What are those called?
Mobile.
Yeah, mobile. This is just that. I need to move away from this. I'm going to like, yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting too distracted.
So as you step away, the crystals sort of like reposition themselves. They like reset.
Well, that was cool. I have no idea what that does, but yeah.
I'm going to stubbornly walk up and reach out and snatch a ruby.
Make me a sleight of hand check to try and grab one of these before it moves away.
Go. Side of hand. Don't fail me. Don't fail me.
Fingers crossed. Ooh.
Okay, Lance. So you are able to get your hands on it. It's sort of like quivering in place. You can feel it kind of being tugged.
Is it trying to tug away?
It is trying to tug away. It's not like impossible. It's almost like a magnetic kind of strength. You can make me an athletics check to try and wrench it away.
Oh, wrench that motherfucker. Here we go.
Wrench away, dude. Lance, so you're like kind of tugging at this crystal, Lance, and it's like moving away. But it gets like kind of harder and harder to pull. And you see these other crystals kind of adjusting kind of with it as you're like tugging it away.
Are the amethysts staying like still, or is it just the rubies and topaz that are moving?
These outer amethysts like move a little bit in relation to it, but like as you're tugging this one ruby, you're sort of like pulling this other arrangement with it a little bit. Actually, I guess if you're this close, then I suppose these crystals would be kind of trying to maneuver around you as well. But this ruby.
I try and reach out with the other hand and grab the other ruby.
maybe a fucking sleight of hand check. Oh god. Okay. Yep. It's gonna slide away as you reach for it. It moves away like in that same instant. You know, as they're trying to conveniently move.
Alright, so while I have this one in my hand, I'm going to take my bedroll out with the other hand and wrap it around this one, the one I have in my grasp.
Oh my god. This
and
is
then tie it to
intended
me.
Be a quality of life feature. It's just...
No, I like this though. I'm about to like run over underneath it to see if I can send Lance into the sky.
Oh my god. Okay, go for it, y'all. All right. So what's happening? So Lance, you're taking your bedroll, you're wrapping it around the other one.
No, wrapping around the one that's in my hand.
Okay. All right. So you.
And then tying it shut with my hempen rope.
Okay.
And then tying it to my wrist.
All right. So you are now secured to the ruby. You don't necessarily have to hold it, but it's essentially like tied to you.
All right. And then I'm gonna try and pull it.
Okay. So pulling this ruby.
With both hands around the rope.
Go ahead and make me an athletics check. Okay. That's pretty good. So you're able to sort of plant both feet in and sort of like wrenching as hard as you can. These other crystals are going to like very clearly like stretch out of out of configuration as they're trying to accommodate this like very odd distance here. But finally it is going to sort of pop apart and these crystals will all kind of revert back here.
I open my bedroll and observe the ruby.
It is a ruby the size of your head. It is absolutely massive.
Holy shit.
I take two of the four-armed sized amethysts out and just toss them aside and just throw the ruby in my bag.
Okay. Alright, go ahead and add head-sized ruby to your bag.
Meanwhile, Echo was furiously sketching that struggle.
Okay, beautiful. Wow, okay. So it's looking like money's... You're gonna have it. Right. Well, keep in mind, you're gonna have to sell this stuff.
Gold-plated crossbow, here I come.
Ton of money floating around in this wretched city at the moment. But you certainly have plenty of resources at this point. So, now that you have disrupted this interface over here, which is sort of wobbling shakily, you'll see now that although the amethysts are kind of back in shape, the ruby and the topaz are sort of like wobbling a little bit.
Destabilized it. That or they're sad they miss their friend.
Okay. Okay. Roll me a perception check, everybody.
I'm legally blind at the moment. Whoa.
Nat 20
Nat 20
for 24.
So with a nat 20, you are going to notice a sort of coiled in the corner what appears to be the skeleton A small dragon.
I point it out to the group, and I walk over to it.
But it's like sort of small, coiled, dead, and out of sight here.
Where is it?
Sorry, it was right here.
Oh. I want to go over and inspect it.
So you're able to sort of like wrench it out of a crevice, this little skeleton here. So it appears to be a young dragon, almost kind of like I suppose what one might consider a wormling. It is unclear how it died. However, its skeleton here appears to have been sort of... It either sort of crawled in here, wrenched itself in here, and died, or it was sort of swept aside. It fell into this sort of crevice and was unnoticed after that. Either way, you can't really tell.
Can I tell what kind of dragon it was?
Ooh. Go ahead and make me a nature check. Nature or survival? Your choice.
Sure. What's my nature? Let's see. Well, not super great, but that's okay. Okay.
Are there anybody here who would like to help her in identifying a dragon?
Yes,
Sure, I'll help.
I'll help. What?
Well,
What?
okay.
What were nature? Alright.
3.
Oh no. I rolled a 20.
So it's good I got some help.
Hold on, let me.
Everyone sort of curiously peers around Echo's discovery here.
Let's see.
And Lance
Oh
is-
yeah, definitely
I'm
survival.
sure Lance is very interested in this as well.
16.
Okay, so Lance and Fife, the two of you are going to, the two of you can tell. It appears to be, there's something not quite right with the skeleton here. The skeleton is missing certain bones, which should be crucial. There's like parts of its spine which seem to be missing altogether. Parts of its wings, its arms. It's just sort of this loose collection of bones. Looking at this dragon, you can't quite tell what sort of chromatic dragon it is. However, Lance and Fife, the two of you recognize signs of gemstone dragons.
Interesting.
So the thing
This
about
could be the
gemstone
Amethyst
dragons,
dragon, since it's in the Amethyst cavern.
Hmm.
you are surrounded by massive amethysts, Lance.
Oh shit.
That would make sense.
Yeah,
Now,
this is the
Missing
one.
bones.
But is there only? Sorry.
the significance of this dragon missing bones is that these corpses, the gemstone dragons, reanimate. There's only like one body at a time. And the gemstones themselves form like part of the bones in the anatomy of these dragons themselves.
Mm.
So if this is the case, you're likely looking at an expired corpse or an obsolete corpse. But
a
it's
carrot
very,
piss.
very small. Very small.
Oh,
Huh.
okay. This is not.
This is like a wormling, a baby.
So, but my question is there more than one Amethyst dragon?
You're unsure.
Okay.
Do y'all know
Because-
this? Do y'all know this? I feel
Lance
like
hasn't really like looked up anything about
I feel,
gemstone dragons, but
I feel like culture wouldn't know this. The dragons themselves would know this. You've met a character who might know this. However, I don't think Lance would have
Ragnhild.
in-depth knowledge about dragon culture.
Was it Ragnhild?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I know
Someone might know about dragons.
that. Yeah. Oh well.
Oh well. But anyways, you can certainly tell that this appears to be a discarded corpse. Or a corpse that, like, crawled in here and died. Hard to tell which. It is a gemstone dragon, as far as you can tell. However, beyond that, hard to make out.
Look closely at this skeleton of a dragon. I go, I figured it out. It's dead.
Very
Got it.
astute.
I am going to take 2 more forearm pieces out of my bag and just toss them aside and take the skull and put it in my bag.
Okay. Go
So
ahead
now
and
I am down
add
to...
a draconic skull.
Well, with the rest, I mean, is that going to be enough to identify it later in case it needs to be used for something, or you just want a dragon skull?
I just want a dragon skull to affix to my crossbow.
Understandable. That is pretty fucking
That's
sick.
pretty fucking sick. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Anything else, y'all?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Then,
What if you took like a smaller, like I was just, I'm like just asking about what you're gonna be doing with that dragon skull, and go like, yo, you should take like smaller chunks of amethyst and put them where the eyes would be.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
What about Ruby?
Oh, that'd be like sick.
Fucking red evil eyes and shit.
just blades
You just see that
Exactly.
shit in a bush, like imagine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dragon
Like an
crossbow.
ominous glow right before you die.
Be perfect.
No, that-
Okay.
Yeah, the amethyst though, you know what? This is not like out of character. This is kind of like, I don't know, this is kind of like, Lance has a small flashback of like flames, like pink flames, and he thinks about putting the amethyst in his dragon skull bow.
Okay.
Is it out of
Okay.
character for him to remember that upon
that's
seeing all
that's
these amethysts?
In character, like, monologue that the other players hear as the audience.
Okay.
Not
Yeah,
monologue,
so-
but, like, you know what I mean. Okay, cool. So Lance, like, recalls, like, these traumatic, the screeching wind which trudged up the ground, and you recall this, Lance, and you put the skull in your bag. And then are we moving on from here?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So we proceed, and as the group sort of makes its way through this crystal cavern, it sort of comes to sort of a final ultimate chamber.
Dear.
Ultimate chamber.
Ultimate chamber. Mind my poor graphics. Pardon me for the foggy map
Ooh.
art. But
Oh my
here's
god.
what we find. So, when you all reach the base of the chamber, it sort of opens into this wide space where it's basically a large open cavern, and there is this raised crystalline pillar in the center of it. Ignore the flooring. I don't think they would have tiled it. However, there is certainly this device, this like floating crystalline device. It seems to be active. It is surging. And it is this spinning amethyst, and there are these amethysts which are sort of rotating freely about it, sort of like a kind of has like a gyroscope kind of look to it.
Mm.
And then there appears to be some sort of control apparatus in the center. However, it is a pretty large drop from here. You guys are looking at about 100-foot drop.
Ooh. So
I
there's more
fell down
rubies
farther.
floating in the air.
Kroll has fallen further.
So where are we? Are we standing on like a rocky cliff edge?
It just
All
sort of
right.
opens up.
How? Damn. Hold on one second. I need to look. Let's see. Input and rope.
Hey guys, I actually have to pee really bad. Y'all mind if we take a quick pause right here?
Okay.
Sure.
Go
Quick
for
break.
it.
Cool, cool.
I'm gonna fill up my water.
Be right back.
Be right back.
Okay, I've returned. We all back?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Mhm.
beautiful.
Well, hold on.
So,
I'm here.
cool. We can give Mac a moment.
Oh no, it's all good. Sorry.
Okay, no sweat. All right, so you all find yourselves at the edge of about 100-foot drop. How would you like to handle it?
I was gonna say I was gonna get my rope and just tie it to a rock
I
and
glare over it. Oh, sorry.
tie it to a rock and just see how far it drops down.
Okay. Well, a rope will typically they're typically 50 feet rope.
Oh, never mind then.
So I want to say you could probably get about 45 feet down.
We have more than one rope, do we?
Oh, do we?
Do we?
I got a rope.
I have a rope.
Okay, so we can just tie them together then.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a bunch of badasses. Go ahead and make me survival checks to tie those knots. As we string together these ropes.
Alright, 21.
Alright. Pretty solid, y'all. Pretty solid. An 18, 21. Alright, so everybody make me... Well, you know what? You've got the ropes. You've got the ropes. Isadora can literally walk straight down. I forgot she can just do this. So Isadora's just going to simply... watching you tie the knot, Lance, she's going to simply step over the edge and vanish from sight.
I have Mariner. Can I also just climb straight down?
I look at you and I say, don't.
So the way a climb speed works is you still make checks. You're just like really fast if you succeed.
Okay, I'll use the rope. That's fine.
Okay, yeah. I'd still recommend using the rope, but you're much faster than everyone else.
Okay.
Yep, Mariner, that's awesome. Okay. Fuck yeah, dude. Okay, cool. So yeah, Kroll, you can like fucking scurry down that rope, man. And Isadora is just walking like sideways straight down the pillar wall.
That's pretty cool. Perfectly normal.
Perfectly normal. I would love for her to explain this in character, but I would rather
stepped in
y'all
something
question her about this.
She stepped in something sticky at a bar one time and just never cleaned it off her shoes.
Yeah, with little explanation, she just steps over the edge. The rest of you make your way down and find yourselves on this large amethyst platform. This column.
I'm getting some feedback from someone's mic.
Yeah, where's that coming from? Oh, sorry, that's coming from, Ray, would you mind using push to talk? Not a big deal. Alright, so as you all reach the bottom here, this device is surging. It's clearly active at the moment. It's rotating and spinning. It appears to be quite powerful, whatever it is. There is what appears to be some kind of interface here. And you're all welcome to do whatever the heck you want to do.
I pick up a rock and I throw it at it.
Into like this up here.
Yeah.
As the rock passes through, you see the lightning like zap it, but it just continues to sort of pass through until it like clatters to the ground somewhere over here.
Okay. Not completely useless information. We probably don't want to touch it.
The rock is not destroyed, but it does get zapped.
Yeah. What's these thingies? Hold on. Boom, 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 boom.
So in a similar manner as the other interface, Fife, as you approach, what's everybody else doing?
I'm just watching them mess with it right now.
I'll approach with 5.
Okay.
I think I'm also observing this time around.
Alright, so sort of just like sitting back, watching Fife do their thing. Isidore will be observing and scribbling down notes as well. So Fife, as you approach, as before, but this time, these are rubies. They are going to... Oh, shit. Uh-oh, that's a problem. Fuck. Okay. So, I'm not going to be able to move these without fucking up the map, so just pretend that these rubies here are sort of interfacing around you the way that the other gemstone setup did. What would you like to do here?
Is there anything that I could do to try to detect what these gemstones are actually doing, and if I can interface with them in any way other than, like, funny floaty rocks?
So you could make an Arcana check to see if there's any kind of magic present. You could make an Insight check to try and deduce, what the purpose of this contraption might be. You could use an Investigation check to see how these parts fit together, and based on that, what purpose this might serve.
I can go with the Insight.
There's a variety of approaches. An Insight, go ahead and roll me an Insight check then.
Yeah, I got 15.
15? 15 is pretty good. 15 is pretty good, but you don't have a lot of context for this yet. Based on what you know... Alright. Let me recap what those double nat 20s taught you earlier. There was some sort of experiment which took place. There was a very large power source which was being kept under control. This station that you were presently in was some sort of muting, like signal muting laboratory.
Signal muting laboratory.
Signal meeting laboratory?
Muting.
Like
Muting.
It,
Oh, excuse me.
like it hides
Gotcha.
the presence of the power source.
Am I to presume that this is the power source, maybe? And that maybe these things control it in some manner.
What does its power, though?
That's the 20, that's the 10 forearm-sized amethyst chunks question.
It sure is.
It's now 6 forearm-sized chunks.
Damn, inflation's crazy.
Okay.
Okay, so we're standing here. Can I ask for a bit more clarification about, so this thing is floating in the middle of this room, right?
Yes.
Are we on the floor, down there on the surface, and we're walking around so we can go around it? Is this thing floating up a couple dozen feet above that floor, or is it
Yes.
approachable? Okay.
It is hovering off the ground. There does appear to be several parts to what appears to be a half mechanical, half crystalline device. While it does seem to be generating a large amount of energy, looking at these parts, many of these parts are floating freely about one another. And they're sort of suspended about one another the way many of these crystals are.
if I approach the crystals and start gesticulating at them, do I notice any change in the environment around me or the things therein?
Only the sort of interface.
Only them moving around me?
Moving about
Okay.
you in a way that's intended to like stay out of your way, while still being accessible and viewable to you.
If I look closely at the crystals, do they have anything on them? Are they like representing any information to me possibly? Or something that could be information, like is it like changing, like how the draconic letters were floating on the surface of that other thing?
Make me... You're looking for... Okay, make me an investigation check. 15, that's pretty good. Okay, so Fife, you're going to notice, and it's far, far more subtle than the other devices you've interacted with, but there is a sort of faint kind of mental presence there that you can kind of tap into with your will.
Do we have anyone here who's good at
Intelligence.
Yeah, that. I don't know. I don't know. But I guess Isadora would probably be a good one. Isadora, how do you feel about crystals?
Well, admittedly, I don't have very much experience, but I could certainly try.
Cool. Have at it.
What exactly would you all like for me to do?
See if you could... How would I explain this? Try to talk to them or see if they talk back. Like, if they have anything that they may have control over or information they may want to impart.
I can certainly try. So she sort of steps forward and she says, function. Turn on. Activate.
Open sesame.
She kind of waves her arms about, and the crystals kind of bob up and down responsively. You told her just to talk to them?
Like, with your, like, head, like, do you feel it? Do you feel that, like, when I get near these, I feel the same thing when I walked through the, you remember the, well, wait, was I even conscious of that, or did that just not even faze me? Wait.
The stuff that, when you first interacted with that... Wait,
no, when we walked
to?
through when we were walking towards the first portal, you know, the intelligence check thing, did I feel anything during that, or did I just, like, whiff through it and didn't notice it? 'Cause if I didn't notice it, then I can't bring it up.
Like, stupefied? You basically
Yeah.
blacked out.
Well, I mean, I get affected by it. That was Echo and
Oh, gotcha.
Isa. Okay.
So wait, I'm sorry, so what are you asking me? What were you conscious of?
Yeah, so if I'm able to, like, feel a presence in my head, you know how around the other portal things we were, does it feel similar to that, like the portal presence?
Yes, it's like something that's, like, there that you can tap into if you focus on it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna try to convey that to Issa. Be like, yeah, you know, like, what you feel when you're, like, near the portal? You know that vibe?
Gotcha, okay.
Doesn't this have a similar vibe?
Let's Okay. So, as she sort of nods and turns back to this large topaz with these rubies hovering around it, she sort of closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. And then these crystals sort of responsively adjust around her. And you see, as they're interfacing, these smaller crystals sort of hover forward. And they are going to... Let me see. So, since I don't really want to, like... What would y'all have Isadora be, like, commanding these things right now? You feel me? I don't want to be doing this.
Okay.
I could do it.
Well, like,
Mm.
I can, but, like, I'm just saying, like, let's make Isadora the party NPC as opposed to, like, me acting out this character, since this is, like, a critical interaction here.
Okay.
So, like, what would y'all be having Isadora do here in this situation? I will say she's able to connect with these crystals. She's able to tap into them. What she's going to feel in response is this interface. It's going to hover forward. It's querying. It's like asking her something.
Can we see if we can open the door?
Draconic, but she doesn't understand what it is. Can you see if you can open the door?
Yeah, can we use the rubies to open this amethyst like the other one opened for us?
Ooh.
Sure, so you're gonna pass that on?
Yeah.
Alright, so here's the deal. She's able to convey that. It doesn't seem to respond to that. She is being conveyed information in a language she does not understand. But she is mentally being conveyed information.
Can Isadora speak the words that are being conveyed out loud so that I can hear them?
Ooh, let me see. This would not be an easy thing to do. Because it would be a lot. The thing is, it's telepathic. So it's like... I'm thinking she's like downloading paragraphs at like really high rate. So I'm feeling like she's having a hard time actually conveying this. I'll just use roll 20. So let's see. Let's see what you can do, Isadora. How's that charisma? Okay. So, here's what she's able to convey. Trying to open this thing as a door doesn't work. What she is able to understand is that it's already on, and it is not a door.
Oh, tell it to turn off. Let's turn it off.
Try turning it off and back on again.
Yeah, just see what happens when we turn it off.
Okay, so we're gonna turn it off?
The worst that could happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well... Alright. Isadora is going to issue a command to turn this thing off. And it is going to turn off. However, I'm realizing I don't have art for a version of this map where it's not surging with electricity. So,
That's okay.
I'm going to say what essentially happens is these parts, as they're sort of spinning about one another, are going to slowly slow down and then cease. and then this energy, which is sort of surging between them, is going to sort of gradually halt as well. However, all of these crystals are still sort of suspended in place with these runed plates, which are also kind of hovering about. The apparatus itself seems frozen at the moment.
Okay. I want to go ahead and approach it slowly.
Okay.
Is it still floating?
Yep, it's still floating.
Hmm.
Does anything happen as I get closer to it?
Nope.
All right. I'm up next to it. Can I touch it?
Yep, you're able to touch it.
And nothing happens?
Nothing happens. You can certainly feel it there. However, it's not something you're able to tap into the way the other things are.
Okay. And how big is it?
It's pretty big. This particular amethyst is like... God, it's gotta be like thousands and thousands of pounds. Like if this thing were to fall on you, it would smear you like a jelly donut. You know what I mean? This is
Okay.
like a cave-sized boulder.
I want to just bash it real quick. Just hit it as hard as I can one time.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you hit it. You're not able to like damage it.
Okay.
It's very sturdy.
I turn back to the party and I'm out of ideas.
You know, if this thing was turned on, I think somebody turned it on. If we wait long enough, we might get to meet the people that turned it on.
That's a good point.
Yeah, the people might be dragons though.
Oh, that is also a good point. Oh.
Do we not like
Well.
dragons? Hold on, let me read
Usually
the
a bad
room real quick.
idea.
Never met one myself.
Yeah. For all we know, maybe they're cool.
I think we might know more people who've met dragons if it was cool to meet dragons.
What are you talking about? What if they were like... I don't know. They don't like to brag.
Yeah. Well, I'm down to do whatever. We can wait on the dragon and come back if we want.
What do y'all want to do?
I'm fine with waiting.
Okay. How long do y'all wait?
We can take a long rest.
Okay.
A long rest here?
Sure, we'll make camp.
Okay. Someone's definitely got to keep watch.
Okay.
I want to work on fixing a thing to my crossbow. Or actually, can I ask Isadora about about possibly making these amethyst pieces into arrowheads?
Into arrowheads?
Or bolt heads, I mean. Like, she's an alchemist, isn't she?
You need her help to do that. You would be able to, like, sharpen them into it, I imagine.
Okay. Yeah, I'll start just sharpening it.
For things like weapons or armor. Or, like, hardened materials, you know?
Yeah, I'll start sharpening these into bolt heads, and also, yeah, just that for now.
Okay, go ahead and roll Tinker's Tools check. Anybody else working on anything?
Do I need to work on my teapot anymore?
I think Lance was doing something. Did you already make the parts for that, Lance?
What is it? The teapot?
For
Yeah.
the teapot. You did make those
Yeah.
parts? Then I think
believe
your
so.
teapot's complete after that, Echo.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
I don't think I have anything at the moment that I'm working on.
Would you like to start a new project? Yeah, Lance, you're able to make D4 amethyst arrows. Using some spare arrow shafts you have lying around.
And my parachute's as far as it's coming without a alchemist's help, right?
Well, I just make the heads. I don't make shafts. I want to make bolts out of them, but I want to harden them first.
If you do want to harden them, then you will need Isadora's help.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And
But I assume she doesn't have a lab or
Echo.
anything.
God, see, this is like why I wanted Dasha to be here for this bug, because I knew this was gonna be a crucial session. Okay, so, all right. So, y'all basically both need like treated materials from an alchemist. And Isidore is certainly able to assist you with those. Shit. For now, what we'll do is we will have her, like, roll, like, for both of these, and then if y'all just want to, like, mention it to her in character, and, like, maybe just have, like, a brief conversation. Like, oh, by the way,
Okay.
like, you helped me out with these arrows, thanks for that. Or, like, hey, you treated my parachute, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's have her do that. She should be crazy good at this. That's bam, bam. Oh my god, that's 2 aces. Okay, so where's Cruel? Oh, there he is. So Cruel, your cloth has been treated. However, I believe you still have a good amount of stitching to do. How many successes do you have so far?
I think 3. I'm not sure.
You have 3 successes.
Maybe.
And it's been treated. So this would be your 4th success?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What should I roll on it?
Well, this would count as a success.
Oh, okay.
Because Isidore's crazy good at being... She's an artificer, so she nails these rolls. Okay, cool. So, you are 1 success away. You have a little bit more stitching to do. But you can see the end of the project. Your parachute is almost complete. And at that point, it'll just be like a once per short rest. You can negate falling damage once.
Wow. Your favorite thing to do, fall.
Okay. As for you, Lance, we are treating the arrowheads, right? We're hardening them?
Yep. I made 4 forearm pieces worth of arrowheads. Actually, fuck it. I'm gonna make all except for 1. So I have 6 total. I used 5 and fashioned bolt heads, not arrowheads, bolt heads from the 5, from all 5 of them.
Okay, so what kind of quality are we looking for here?
Quality?
Yeah.
Like
give me some creative direction. Like, we're hardening these arrowheads for what purpose exactly?
to use for my crossbow.
Hardening them. Okay.
And I will be able to reclaim them without them just breaking into pieces upon contact.
Okay, you know what? Let's do this. For now. I'll tell you what. For now, we're able to produce. Let me think for a second. How do I want to handle this? For now, she's able to produce 1 of these bolts. You will always be able to reclaim this. It ignores resistance to piercing.
Nice.
Okay, and this is your treated amethyst bolt.
Okay, so
Okay.
so I need to. I'm probably gonna collect more before I start using them.
Fife, do you have any ongoing projects? Would you like to start one?
Nothing really, other than the boat plan. I don't know. Can I make a tiny little knickknack for no reason again?
Poisoner's tools. Do you want to do anything with that? You want to craft any kind of poisons or anything like that?
Poisoner's tools? I mean, I stole some poison. I don't know if I know much about poison, though. I just kind of grabbed them because it's poison.
That's true. I believe those are already processed poisons, so you should be okay to use those whenever you like. Do you want to try to craft any poisons, or...?
Sure, let's try to reverse engineer, understand poison better.
Okay, so think of this. Did you ever play Morrowind?
No, I played Oblivion was my first one, unfortunately.
No sweat. Okay, so let's give you like pretty free creative reign of like what kind of poison sounds interesting to you. Maybe a poison that like sends people to sleep, or a poison that like attacks their nervous system. Anything like that?
Some kind of yeah. If I could shoot them with an arrow and it's like a trank, basically knocks them out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of effect are you trying to produce? Are we talking like an immobilize? Are we talking like full-on loss of consciousness?
Nap time.
Nap time? So
Yeah.
asleep?
Yeah,
Particularly
like
sleep?
yeah, specifically something I could like dip my arrows in so that I could stealthily shoot someone and then they, fall asleep.
Okay. How long are you trying to keep them out for?
Probably like a good night's rest, unless, woken
Longer.
otherwise.
A good night's rest. Okay. Okay, so like you're trying to keep them out for like a day.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's gonna be a little bit tougher. But go ahead and roll me a poisoner's tools check.
What would that be
So,
under?
so that would be your choice of, um, that would be your choice of wisdom or intelligence.
Let's see, which one is better?
Plus proficiency.
Okay, so I've got +2. I'll do... Oh. 13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I get the +2 to it, then...
So it's gonna take a little bit of like refining this poison, but you have certainly kicked off this project. Just keep at it during long rests, and you will be able to produce this poison.
Nice.
All right. Echo, anything you would like to work on?
Which one of y'all was working on the poison?
Me.
5.
Which one are you?
Hunter, can you read my question in chat?
Yeah, a lot, Barrett. You'd be able to get quite a few.
Okay. Do you have a solid number for me so I can keep track?
These are the size of your forearm, and you're making arrowheads, right?
Yes.
Dude, quite a few. I'll figure that out later.
All
I'm
right.
kind of curious about this interaction between Echo.
Okay. Yeah, I was
5.
just wondering.
But yeah, you can probably make a shitload, bro.
If Echo saw them fiddling with poisons or fiddling, with that sort of stuff, I think Echo would have made their way over there. They also know a thing or two about poison, and they say, "Oh, what are you working with over here?"
Poison.
But what kind? There are many kinds.
I'm trying to put people to sleep. Stealthy stuff, like trank darts, but not a dart.
I'm familiar with this one. Would you like any assistance?
Hell yeah.
Oh, of course. Can I roll as well?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. You said intelligence or wisdom?
Yeah, intelligence or wisdom.
Okay.
Plus proficiency.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
21.
Ooh, okay. So, Fife, you are able to see in one of those like, wow, these humans got some shit kind of ways. This human, this tall, lanky human. Actually, did Fife witness? So
What?
this tall, lanky human is going to begin working with you, and with their assistance, the two of you are actually able to produce the first leg of your poison. So you can go ahead and put down 1 success. So like
How?
1 out of question mark successes,
Danke.
or just like 1 success is fine.
Bitte.
Okay. So
Well, there we
yes,
go.
Echo appears to be gifted with poisons as well, Fife.
Yes.
And
You could share some of your other poisons.
Echo, you're able to observe that Fife seems quite knowledgeable of poisons in their own right.
I take out. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up so I can say the right name of it. I have it right here
It's
in my
highly
inventory.
unlikely Fife received formal training given their sort of like outlandish and natural appearance.
Right, but they still seem like an interesting person or being. And I say, I've got the fun one. I think you might appreciate this. And I take out this little vial and I hold it up, and it's. I say, this one is called Midnight Tears. Once it's ingested, it does not affect the victim until midnight. And then they are extremely affected, let's say.
Really
I haven't-
asleep.
Excuse me?
Really asleep.
Sleep forever.
Well,
True. That is a kind of sleep.
depending on how strong they are, perhaps.
I'll test it on Kroll.
Well, I wouldn't suggest that. And they kind of pull it back and put it back in their pocket. And I go, I've been trying to find someone to test it on. Perhaps you can keep an eye out for me.
Absolutely. There's this great guy I know. His name's Harbinger. And he's just always down for anything.
Hmm. Go eyes them. Perhaps.
Okay. Okay. So Echo, you're helping Fife with their project then.
Hmm.
All right. So y'all are waiting for the dragon to come back.
Is that who's coming back?
Is that the plan?
I think it's gonna be a dragon.
That's
Yeah.
who we think is coming back.
Oh, fuck. Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess so. We're kind of waiting. We're taking a rest.
Okay. Y'all take a long rest. It goes by completely undisturbed. There does not appear to be any other life within this cave.
Is there any
And 8
indication
hours
as
later, go on.
Is there any indication as to what we powered off?
Mm,
Or not from here?
what sort of indications are you looking for?
I don't know. Was there any kind of earth tremor, any kind of silence or extra sound or anything?
So I will say that as you powered off this device, there will have been like so given this device was like actively like charged, it was swirling, it was kind of giving off like pulsing and whatnot. However, it was not like unbearable to y'all in any capacity, despite it being quite a powerful source of energy. Okay, so let me think for a second. It's churning, it's powerful, it's doing stuff. You turn it off. Beyond that, is there any way for you to know what it does? Beyond what y'all discovered earlier and what you know about this place? You are able to see there's like runes up here. I'm trying to think. If you can help me out kind of creatively with what you're looking at to sort of discern something about this?
So if I'm looking at this thing, I'm seeing. I would have seen. I mean, we would have all seen these like lines of electricity kind of flowing out. I guess any lines that would have led out elsewhere that would have connected to something else. Does that help?
Okay. So essentially this electricity is sort of blasting into this amethyst and the amethyst column at the base of the platform that y'all are all sort of on here. The energy seems to be flowing into the amethyst itself. Beyond that, what the amethyst is actually doing, I don't know if there's any way for y'all to know that at this point.
Alrighty. Okay.
Not by observation, anyways.
Okay.
Do y'all have any questions about this device? Maybe that.
Oh,
would be
it's
a better
completely
approach.
it's completely stopped moving, right?
At this point, yes, it's completely stopped moving. It's hovering in stasis.
And there any other noises that we detect at the moment, or is it now like eerily silent?
The whole cave is eerily and utterly still. 8 hours have passed, completely undisturbed.
No, then, and if we explore around, are there any other ways into this place?
No, there do not appear to be. It's
No
like a
ways to-
sealed pocket underground somewhere.
Hmm.
So, like, if you explore, like, if you climb down this amethyst column, for instance, to explore the rest of this cave, this entire cave appears to be completely, like, encapsulated. You're in, like,
Oh.
a geode.
Well, the good news is deactivating the device did not collapse the dimension we're in. So that's good news.
That is the good news.
It's always good when that doesn't happen.
I wonder if it turned off the portal that brought us in here.
Ooh.
Mm.
We should probably check on that.
Yeah.
We'll need to get out.
You're gonna just go skedaddle back up that rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just tell us if it did or not. We don't have to go all the way back, right?
Yeah. Let me think about where y'all are. How far into this cave are you?
Pretty far.
Oh yeah, you are pretty far. And what's the question one more time?
Did turning off the device turn off the portal into this place?
Turn off the portal into this place. Sure. So if you were to climb back up and check, Cruel, which you're able to do because you're a very fast climber, you would see that the amethyst portal is still swirling and churning. No problem.
Okay. Well, then I have no idea.
Yep. But whatever this device is, it seems to have stopped.
Huh.
Do y'all have any questions about what this device does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what questions to ask.
Everybody roll me insight.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Come on,
Isadora.
Lance.
Isadora, come
Lance.
through.
Isadora's AFK. No,
Oh, wait, I
stop
didn't roll.
here.
Oh. Oh, that's right.
Oh my god. Alright, so here's what you know. Here's what has been established. There is an experiment which this station this laboratory is involved with. The experiment involves a power source which is being kept under control. This laboratory, this place that you're in presently, is a sort of signal muting signal tower.
So by turning this off, we've got rid of the muting.
Perhaps.
I can't say, but that's what y'all know based on that other thing that you found up there.
Oh.
So,
okay. Signal muting. Signal muting.
What do y'all think that means?
Well,
That thing
if
no
it's
longer mind control? I don't know.
maybe, or it's mind
Hmm.
controlling a lot more than it was before.
Signal muted.
So whatever it's doing, something else could detect it from outside, right? And so
Right. I
Uh,
think.
Go on.
But we might just. I don't know. We might find out what it is muting if we get out of this area. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it seems like it was muting something outside of this area.
well, could we turn it back on and then ask the crystals to turn it up to make it louder?
To mute the signal even more.
To unmute the
Amplify the signal?
amplify the signal, yeah. Make the signal significantly louder.
That would definitely require an intelligence check on Isidora's part, but if y'all want to, like, buff the shit out of her or something like that, I could certainly have her try.
I don't
Okay.
have anything.
I literally only have guidance, so.
Is everyone in agreement that y'all want to try and reverse this process and instead amplify the signal?
Yeah.
Let's fucking do this shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are y'all doing for this process?
Praying.
Hoping nothing bad happens.
This would be a good opportunity for guidance if you want to use guidance here.
Yeah, no, I'll buff everyone up with guidance.
In this case, it would pretty much just be Isadora.
Okay.
Anybody else want to do anything to help out Isadora with this?
I don't have
I put-
anything I can do.
I put my hand on her shoulder and I say, "You can do this."
You encourage her. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, let's go. Oh wow. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. So Isadora issues this command. The device turns on and appears to begin functioning again. Isadora turns around and shrugs.
It doesn't amplify?
It's not.
Y'all don't know.
Nothing else is. Okay.
No. It turned back on and it started doing something.
Is it doing anything different than it was doing before?
I don't know. I told it to do the opposite.
If Cruel were somehow able to interface with it, would Cruel understand the draconic being beamed into the
No,
head?
it has been more than an hour. I could cast comprehend
Oh,
language
it has
again.
been.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, we just took an 8-hour long rest. But
did.
I'll try and interface with it. So is that an intelligence check on my part?
Okay, sorry, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try and interface with it.
You're gonna interface with it? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. So Isadora steps back. You're welcome to step forward.
Okay.
And yes, that'll be an intelligence check. You are welcome to guidance yourself for this if you like.
Okay. What does guidance do?
Just adds a d4.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just do the roll and then add a d4. Oh, perfect.
Okay. Yeah, what is it with that d4? Just out of curiosity. Okay.
19.
Okay. All right. So Cruel, yes, you are able to interface with this.
Okay. I want to go ahead and cast Comprehend Language.
All right. So
Yeah.
now that you are able to understand Draconic, you are able to understand the flood of information that is telepathically surging into your mind. Basically, this station here is sort of awaiting your command. It is functioning through the use of these. It appears to be tapping in to a source of power which is originating from topaz, and it is using this chunk of topaz as an anchor. But this massive device here is hiding the signal from the topaz experiment.
Okay, I want to tell it to stop hiding the signal.
Actually, now it's amplifying the signal because Isidore just successfully issued a new command.
But Topaz is incredibly loud right now.
Okay. Can I get it to explain to me what its purpose is? What the purpose of the experiment is?
You passed the butter.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So the purpose of the experiment was essentially you're gonna get downloaded a massive amount of lore.
Okay.
And I will probably have to flesh some of this out later. But the gist of it is essentially this. Oh god, I hope I'm fucking remembering this correctly because this is lore from like 3 years ago.
Hell yeah.
Okay. The gemstone dragons do not have access to magic. However, they are extremely psionic. And they are also immortal. And they cannot die. Whenever they're killed, they reincarnate. They're just like produced. They're basically elementals of like the present immediately, or the present current plane. The prime material plane, which is basically like all the overlapping planes. So, as elementals of this plane, there is the Amethyst dragon is doing an experiment together with the Ruby, and the two of them have basically hijacked the Topaz Dragon and are using the Topaz Dragon in some way that is not documented here. However, it is very clear that the Topaz Dragon is like a critical part of this experiment, and what this device does is it hides like basically like the signals emitted by the actual source of like where the experiment is going down,
Which is not here.
which is not here. However, these signals are currently being amplified and broadcasted.
Can I ask it where the experiment is going down?
Jeez. Let me look at the map real quick. Okay, where's the best place for this? No, honestly, just gonna stick to my guns. It's right underneath Phandalin.
That's no good. I'm gonna tell it to start suppressing the signal again.
Okay, so you're going to switch this signal back off one more time.
Okay.
The device stops rotating and goes still.
Okay. Yeah, we might have just called something to Phandalin. Something big that can detect things from under the Earth's crust. So, I don't know. That's probably bad.
Wonder how it detects those things under the crust.
Yeah, who knows?
Did it do it sonically, maybe? Like some kind of sonar?
Yeah, but there's something bad underneath Phandalin. So, now we know. We'll tell Harbin. He'll take care of it.
Yeah. Aren't we who takes care of it?
It'll take care of it. Oh my god. Okay.
Can it tell me who's doing the experiment? Does it know?
It's being conducted by the Amethyst and Ruby
Okay,
dragons.
dragons.
So they're alive somewhere, and they've been conducting these experiments.
Are there any other questions anyone wants me to ask?
Do I know all the information that you've been telling me?
Yeah, I've been conveying it to everyone. But
Hold on, I gotta mute 1 second.
I can't think of any other questions at the moment.
yeah, so this is suppressing a call for help of some kind going on in the laboratory beneath Phandalin, being done by, I guess, Ruby and
Sorry.
Sapphire
Okay.
dragons?
So I know everything that you've been
Amethyst.
told, right? You're telling me everything?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess my next question is, if so, you can technically. Okay, I'm getting a lot of feedback. Thank you. So my next question is, since they're immortal, they just can't die, or they can't just go away for a long time and come back?
So they can die, but they get reborn again.
Okay.
They reincarnate.
How long is the process at which it takes for them to come back?
It's not documented here.
Oh, okay.
Does this machine have a way to contact the people running the experiment?
No, it does not. It doesn't appear to. It seems to be here to like serve a purpose.
Okay.
And
So-
it kind
so they
of
wanna-
seems the user is like that person.
Right. So it wasn't like radioing them that we were messing with their stuff.
They might notice
I
the
mean, not
suppression
as far
stopped
as
for
you
a
can
second.
Ascertain.
Okay.
Sorry,
well,
what was that, 5?
I was gonna say they might notice that the suppression stopped for a bit and be like, "Huh, that's weird." Huh?
Louder.
Now it's louder. Now it's not doing anything again because we just turned it off instead of making it suppress the.
No, I made it start suppressing again. It's suppressing.
Okay.
One last question. Can it teach me Draconic?
Ooh.
Can the machine treat you? Draconic?
Teach me Draconic.
Well, I mean, I would say once again that this machine, as far as Krull can ascertain, it appears to just be like here to serve this purpose of hiding the signal.
So
Although what that means is like kind of unclear to you guys.
The control device isn't attached to the machine.
Actually,
Can
I guess
I,
it wouldn't be to Krull. It's basically blocking a psionic signal which would be emitted from this experiment.
Yeah, and can I just clarify with it if that signal is something calling for help or not?
Can you clarify with it? So as far as you can tell, it is supposed to block the signal both from the psionic energies emitted from the experiment itself and from the Topaz Dragon.
Okay,
It is like specifically configured to the Topaz as well.
to the Topaz. I want to see if the control device would be willing to come with us, since it's not attached to the device itself.
The control device to this?
Yeah. Can I command it to follow us?
So roll me an insight check. Cool.
Okay. I'm gonna fail it.
Oh, with that attitude. Okay. With that attitude.
Okay. So your question is, can you remove the crystals?
Well, not remove it. I want specifically the device functional to come with us.
The whole device?
Well, the control panels.
The control panels are pretty large. Like this hunk of topaz before you is like bigger than your own body.
Yeah, I don't care. It can float.
So can you make the control panel come with us? I wouldn't think so. I would think it would have to maintain like a certain proximity to like have a signal. It's like Bluetooth.
Wi-Fi. Yeah, you need to range.
Yeah, it needs range.
Okay. Well then, okay. Can I disable the control device without disabling the machine?
Can you disable the control device with the console?
Mm-hmm.
The interface? Sure. Make me an intelligence check. It's an interesting question.
Cruel is so stupid. I can't.
No, it doesn't look like you're able to.
Okay.
It's not that you can, it's just that you can't figure out how.
Okay. Well then,
Can't figure out
I ask, like, are you trying to disable that?
just the control panel.
I aim my crossbow at it and shoot it.
Isn't it a rock?
Yeah, I mean,
I just want to see what happens.
your bolt is going to like kind of splinter against the crystal. Even if there is like a little chip, that flies off from the crystal, it's not going to really harm the crystal in any significant capacity.
Okay, yeah. So it's not brittle. It's definitely pretty tough.
I mean, we're talking about a regular bolt, right?
Yeah, steel bolt.
Okay.
How long has this thing been operational? I want to ask it that.
Fully operational.
Ooh, that's a good question. Oh, that's a great question that has a lore answer that I can't remember. I cannot remember that.
Okay, a long time.
No, not a long time.
Is it older than the town of Phandalin?
No, actually not a long time.
Oh.
It is not older than the town of Phandalin.
Ah. Okay. Well, you would think someone would notice them setting up shop beneath the town. It's a weird thing
You
to
would
do.
think people would notice a lot of things about that town, but it seems like they don't like noticing things.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay, so what would y'all like to do?
Kind of want to go back and ask Warbin Meister what he knows about Topaz.
You want to ask Harbin what he knows about Topaz?
Yeah.
And ask him if he felt the death blast of when we killed the bat. See if the town.
Yeah.
If
We
that
did kill the
if that
bat.
resonant reached the town.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so y'all are headed back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, anybody else wanna do anything before y'all go back to town?
Wasn't our original goal to find people in this place?
Find Dearman.
Yeah.
Well,
We
you
just-
were kind of
There was that other portal.
No, I know. I'm thinking back a little bit to like the first cavern that we were in. We never found her in that cavern.
Yeah, we didn't really find the people we came looking for.
Yeah.
Maybe they
y'all
went home.
Y'all were kind of sent to discover the fate of them, to like check in on what had happened. Y'all found kobolds all over the place, but you did discover their equipment and signs of camp having been set up there.
But it was
not the
like,
people.
But it was like scrubbed clean. And then you got ambushed by kobolds.
so we don't know what happened to them.
You never
Okay.
found the dog tags. You never found where all the bodies were.
Okay. All right.
But I mean, you could take a wild guess.
Maybe they're
What's wrong
okay.
with them?
It's not that they don't exist either.
We
Just
could have
that you
asked
never
that kobold.
That's, yeah. Forgot.
Forgot. Whatever.
We can still
They're
ask
all
that
sitting
kobold,
right
honestly.
there,
We can ask them on our way out.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's go shake that kobold.
Yeah.
let's ask that motherfucker.
Okay, so everybody's heading back to shake down the kobold.
Well, yeah, but wasn't there that other... Yeah, okay, shake the kobold.
Shake down the kobold. Alright,
I think it was this one in particular.
let me adjust this music here. There we are. You can all move yourselves out of there.
On my way out, I grabbed the kobold.
You grabbed the kobold.
Yeah, come here, buddy.
Oh no. Okay. Alright, so you're strangling this kobold again.
Mm-hmm. Cruel, do your thing.
Okay, I point at myself, and I go. So I point and I go like more, and then I go where, right? And like I put out my hands, like I'm asking where they are.
Alright, make me a persuasion check to get your point across. Ooh, oh my god, cruel. Okay. So oh my god, so seeing itself surrounded by these armed travelers, right, who are all just sort of like veering at it. And particularly with a 24. This kobold is going to lead you. Damn, I specifically thought about this too. Rather than put y'all back on the big map, essentially what it's going to do is it's going to show you its underground dens, which are sort of like beneath the ruins, and they have where the kobolds have sort of tunneled these sort of underground tunnels, this sort of subterranean network. And within one of these rooms, you are going to find all of the corpses, as well as a large pile of like junk from the other adventurers and from the expedition. And you guys can all go ahead and roll loot for that.
Okay.
Oh, good. I thought I was gonna have to ask you to loot their dead bodies.
No, everyone can go ahead and roll loot. Alright, give me 1 second to look this up.
Can I take something personal from Dearna? Like something that would signify it was her that I found, just to have something to return to the person who's looking for her?
Sure, make me an investigation check to locate Dearna.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Investigation is not too shabby. And there you go. 17.
Okay. Oh no. I'm being attacked by hiccups.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So. Oh, jeez. Alright, so you got a 17?
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Alright. Let's see what we got. Please just give me loot tables. Excuse me. Damn, I'm getting. Hang on. There we go. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. This is what I need. This is what I freaking need. Okay, here we go. 62. So starting from the top, I have a scroll. Lance, you are going to find some kind of potent scroll,
Okay.
and I will tell you what that does at a later point.
So it's just potent scroll.
Yeah, from as far as you can tell, it's some kind of scroll. I'll give you more detail on that. What else do we have? 42. Cruel. You are going to find a potion.
Nice. Love potions.
It has a figure on the cover who is flexing.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and identify that right now.
Oh my god. Okay, it's a potion of Hill Giant Strength.
Okay.
Alright,
Of what strength?
Hill Giant Strength.
Okay.
Alright, what else do we have? Macon 80. Holy shit. What does that do? It's like. Oh shit. Alright. 5. You are going to get a small amethyst gem
Okay.
once per long rest. You can use it to cast Unseen Servant.
You say once per long rest,
Mm-hmm.
cast Unseen Serving. Okay, thank you.
Servant. Okay. Oh shit. Back out of that table I was in. One sec. Okay, perfect. Alright. We got a 50. Okay, Ray.
Yes.
One second. It appears to be some kind of ointment. Here's the description. It's a glass jar, 3 inches in diameter. It's wrapped and it contains a thick medicinal poultice. It's sealed with a fine wax seal. Yeah, I would say given your experience with the poisoner's kit, 1 dose of This ointment can be swallowed or applied to the skin. The creature that receives it regains 2d8 plus 2 hit points, ceases to be poisoned, and is cured of any disease.
2d8 plus what?
2d8 plus 2 hit points.
And cured of disease?
And is also cured of poison. It has
Ooh.
1d4 plus 1 doses. You are welcome to roll that.
1d4 plus 1. All right.
Yes.
That's 1.
There's also a
3 doses.
wide variety of mundane equipment here, such as crowbars, pickaxes, climbing equipment. You find some of the rations that have been sort of stripped away. Various things. Lamps, so on and so forth.
Do I find Dirna?
You do not. Oh, sorry. Actually, what did you roll?
A 17.
A 17. Lance, you have a curse. I'm sorry. You have a scroll of bestow curse.
What kind of curse? Any?
If you read the spell, it gives you a few different curse options, or you can make one up of your own, which I think is much more interesting.
Oh shit.
It's also permanent unless they cast remove curse, I think. Yes, that's correct. It's permanent. So they save against it, but if it lands, they're fucked. Okay, sorry, someone had asked me something before that. Were you asking me something, Echo?
Yeah, sorry. I just asked if I found Dirna.
Oh, that's right. What did you roll for that?
17.
17's pretty good. I will say, as you're sort of going through, checking like the pockets for identifying information, you will eventually find a wallet that appears to belong to Dirna on one of the corpses. There's not a lot of identifying information, but there does appear to be a wallet, a small journal, and that's about it. Everything else value was sort of stripped away and added to the hoard.
That's fine. I'll just take those 2 items. So is it just safe to assume kobolds killed these people?
Yes.
Is that what we're gathering? Okay. All right. Okay.
Killed Needon.
Killed and I'll okay.
So with this custom curse, do I have to like make like what's the limit here? What's the ceiling?
I think it's like DM discretion.
Okay.
The spell actually has wording, but I think the wording is DM discretion. So I don't know. I think the ball's kind of in your court, and just let me know, and we could probably come up with something crazy. But you do seem to have a powerful cursing scroll here.
Curse of obligation. Target must agree with everything I say and do what I say.
Okay, so like a compulsory. Yeah, we could probably work with something like that.
You want to feed it to the kobold we got with us? Get a little kobold friend?
Nah. I killed the kobold because I hate it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you just kill the kobold?
Yeah. No use here anymore.
Alright, so how do you kill it? You just lance it.
I just lance its face.
Alright,
Lance its
so
face
we
off.
all see Lance draw his massive two-handed lance and spear this kobold in the face with a fierce jab.
You are terminated.
Which is going to execute this kobold and turn it into a map object. Well done.
Stick around.
Okay, what else would y'all like to do? You all ready
That's
to
it for
leave?
me.
Yeah, we can start heading back.
Okay,
Seems like a good idea.
Ready to head on?
so here's the thing. Echo has 1 level of ranger, I believe. And
Yes.
5 has the ranger, like the natural explorer as a racial. So, y'all can both roll for stealth, and we will take the higher, since you can technically help each other, help the group travel. As we make our way back to Phandalin. Holy cow. That's really good. That's tremendously good.
On the way back, I need to convey to the group that hopefully us messing with that machine caused a shockwave around the town, and we all need to be on the same page about that being the proof we need about us killing that bat.
I'm sorry, the proof we need for what?
For the bat being dead.
The bat?
Yeah, we were gonna bring back a wing. We never found a wing. So
We
But
could have taken the wing of that tiny little dead dragon.
we could have, but yeah, we didn't do that. So
There was no bat.
yeah. Yep.
Wait, are you telling me? Hold on a minute. Are
Wait,
you telling me there
you've
was
been lying
never
about
a
this
bat?
bat the whole time?
No.
No.
Can I do an insight check?
I'm gonna do one too. Pretty sus.
That's pretty
Sussy.
sus, you guys.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Imposter levels of sus.
15.
No,
Hold on.
there
Is
was
Oh
it-
wait,
is-
what do we have to?
Is it?
what's
Are we
ours?
rolling opposed? Can we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Persuasion.
Deception.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
God damn
Hold on.
it!
Listen, I just keep my mouth shut.
Fuck it. Bad it is.
That's pretty sus, so he's able to kind of talk his way out of it, at least for this encounter, but y'all certainly don't have to forget that he said that, and you're welcome to revisit that if you like.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So. As y'all make your way back to Phandalin, you are going to notice, during one of the nights of your travel, a storm that is moving in a very unusual way.
That dragon. Fuck.
And
Forgot
it
about
is a small, like, rain cloud. But it's moving, as it's drifting across, there's, like, heavy, like, kind of thumping steps as well. And as you're all sort of watching from afar, you're going to see, like, an envoy of storm giants
Oh, wait.
that
Yes,
are
this is-
making their way west.
Towards Phandalin?
So, like, yeah, so I guess it would kind of be like if y'all were going towards Phandalin from down here, y'all would see the
How
giants
fast are they
crossing
moving?
in this direction at a leisurely pace.
Are we moving faster than them, it seems?
Faster than I wouldn't say so. This is just something y'all see from a distance because they're so large.
Yeah. But they're heading towards Phandalin.
They're heading
From the
west.
looks of it.
They're heading
Oh, west.
actually.
Okay.
Yeah, they're heading that way.
Heading west. Okay.
Okay. But yes, you're able easily enough to return to Phandalin. Upon returning to Phandalin, you find that much of the town has been successfully fix it. But like this fence has been completed around the outside of the town. They're all very happy about it. Where the hell's the party?
I like that one building still on fire.
There's Cruel and Fife. Oh yes, that one building is actually a point of interest now. Where the hell? There you guys are. Okay. Let's switch back to our town music. So, as you make your way back into the town once again, it's good to be back. What would y'all like to do?
Go see Harbin.
We can drop off our loot at our house.
Oh, that too.
True. Or y'all want to go to Cruel and Fife's house?
Yeah, we can show them that.
Yeah, sure. Since
Sure.
it's another long rest, can I get Isadora to have another whack at making me the bolts? Maybe can I jump?
Well, she's already treated the stuff. You can just produce those bolts at this point using your...
Okay, so I'm gonna try and while we're like doing all that, I'm gonna be off to the side trying to do these bolts.
Okay.
We live over here, given to us by our good friend Harbin, in exchange for killing a bunch of ogres for him.
Which I think y'all actually saw the ogres at some point.
Yeah.
Right here. Yes, move everybody over.
I think it's probably been repaired a little bit since we've been gone a while.
Yes,
but-
in fact, having returned to your house, you are pleasantly surprised to see that Devora the carpenter has been hard at work. While it is quite bare bones,
There's a wall.
You do have an enclosed perimeter now.
Oh, good.
I love the wall.
There actually is a door here. Let me correct that. There we go. That'll work.
So how many bolts did I manage to get?
Go ahead and roll a d3.
Oh, 1d3. 2.
You have 3 bolts.
3. Oh, 3 total. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. 3 total. Okay. So this is Fife and Cruel's house, which they received as payment for saving the town. It's quite bare. There's still blood stains in some parts of the floor, but much of the
That's
rubble has
character.
been cleaned up.
I'm going to just walk over into this room, and I'm going to drop all of the loot out of my bag onto the floor, just haphazardly. Just gonna dump out all the mandragora and the amethyst, and I think that's most of all the stuff I.
Okay.
Just gonna dump it on the ground here.
Okay. Alright. You just drop a bunch of loot on the ground. I love that. Okay, fine. And a bunch of the mandragora. Alright, cool.
Okay, and then I'll go back and join everyone else. Now we can visit Wesker.
This is so ridiculous.
I think there
How
should be
soon
4.
can I use my scroll?
How soon?
Just curious. Yeah.
Pretty much whenever.
Okay. Well, sweet.
Okay, so now y'all want to go visit Harbin?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So,
I'm gonna. Oh, yeah. Keep
go
going.
on.
Sorry.
Go on.
I'm gonna change my scroll to Curse of Truth.
Okay, sure.
You gotta tell the truth, can't lie.
Alright. That is a-okay.
But I'm not gonna use it on him if that's what you're thinking.
I'm gonna say for that it's gonna be a flat DC 17.
Okay.
Excuse me. Okay, so you're making your way to Harbin. All right. So when you walk in, Harbin is going to stand up with a jolt, and he's going to say, "You," sort of looking at Fife and Cruel, sort of returning, as well as Lance, Echo, and Isadora, and he says, "And you? Don't tell me you've already returned from that particular job, you know." Sort of.
We certainly have, and we have both good news and mostly bad news.
Oh no. He says, "I can't handle any more bad news."
Okay, well, we'll start with the bad news. There's some dragon stuff underneath the town, and some other dragons might now know about that, and they might be on their way here to, you know, get what's underneath the town. So, you probably need to deal with that.
Also, the entire explorer party's dead.
And we were not able to find the bat that we were supposed to find. So I do apologize about that.
Yeah.
And for such a big creature, it's kind of elusive.
Yes, didn't even see it once. Very odd.
So, the bat mission was a failure. The expedition mission was a failure. And there was one other piece in there.
The turn on off the machine that keeps the dragons from destroying the town mission was a failure.
Thing. Right. Oh, you couldn't turn it off.
We briefly turned it off, and then we learned that it was what was hiding a signal of some thing, and then we turned it back on.
That is pretty unfortunate, but I do believe that this explains some of what we've heard regarding the Oracle, sort of nodding ahead in the direction of Echo, Lance, and Isadora, because the Oracle had told y'all that it was due to draconic activity. Wait, was it Cruel and Fun? No. It was Echo, Lance, and Isadora. It was due to draconic activity that things were starting to go so wrong in Phandalin. And on top of that, Lance was assigned a job to go west to Stormwreck Isle and do something about reportedly draconic activity there. So now you're telling me that there's something underneath our beloved town that could draw those monsters here.
Oh, definitely. Definitely it's going to draw them here. They definitely heard that. Yeah.
I wouldn't describe it as beloved.
After
this place is a
you've
shithole.
done-
Explicitly after everything we've done.
Well, that's very surprising to hear because you've been quite an asset to this town, I must say.
Oh no, I just mean we're making the town kind of worse.
No, we're not. We're helping. We're helping
Are
our
we?
friends. Yeah.
That building's still on fire.
The building is definitely not on fire. In
Aww.
fact,
We cured a ghost problem.
about that, actually, I was hoping I could ask you a few questions. You see, the two of you left, and after that fire went out, something rather peculiar happened with that town down the way. A large tree with a bell grew out of the rubble and was suddenly there the next day. And
That makes sense.
I'll be completely frank, it's spooked a lot of us, and we're quite uncomfortable with this strange tree being there in the middle of our town. Particularly now that morale has been sort of decent, and we got the wall completed.
I don't
What do you have against trees, Harbinger?
Wait a sec. Harbin, you're smart. You're a smart man. I know you're smart, so I'm not trying to insult your intelligence by asking this. Have you tried cutting the tree down?
Well, that's the other thing is. Tell you what, why don't I just show you?
Okay.
So he steps outside because it really is right around the corner, and he leads you all to this tree over this ways. And once you're all standing in front of it, you see something pretty strange. There are a number of signs which have been erected. There appears to be like white dust kind of scattered about the ground. And looking at the rubble, you can see this large black tree which has seemingly grown in a matter of days out of the ground, out of the rubble of this house. And from the top of the tree hovers this large black bell. Now, Harbin sort of points out and he says, at first, yeah, we thought we should just get rid of this tree because it was very unusual, you know. But the first man, Mr. Delroy, who took his axe, wandered towards the tree and sort of, in a rather unpleasant manner, dissolved, and whatever, he reportedly dissolved into a mist-like substance, and the mist sort of moved towards the tree, was somehow taken into the tree. I'm not sure. This was just reported to me. And this has since happened to a couple other townsfolk, which has prompted us to take sacks of flour and sort of toss them around the edges of the tree to figure out where it's safe to approach this thing. Hence all the signs, and he sort of gestures to a bunch of signs which have been sort of set up to kind of demonstrate the proximity line, you know, for this tree. So yes, we have considered chopping this tree down. It does not appear that we can approach this tree. I am trying to keep people calm about this, but after the episode that occurred with you and the Paladins,
Do I sense evil?
yes, you do sense evil. You sense quite a bit of evil.
Oh, that's no good.
And Harbin sort
Coming
of
from the tree?
scratches his chin thoughtfully, and he says, this could be related to the strange entity that the Paladins managed to get a hold of. However, that has yet to be verified. It's not looking good. We're not happy about it. But apparently they've got that thing cooped up over at the... Oh shit, hold on. Is the Townmaster's Hall also the jail?
I kind of nudge Fife and I whisper in their ear and I go, I bet arrows from that would be really cool.
Probably.
Probably. So let's not burn it down, even though I kind of want to just burn it down again.
What if I shot that bell with an arrow?
Well, maybe not right now. That's a good idea.
Write that one down.
Yeah, we'll write that one down.
Okay. Yeah, so Harbin mentions that they've got that creature that had reportedly attacked the apothecary. They
Okay.
have it trapped over at the jailhouse now.
Nice.
Cool.
Do we want to stop here?
This is actually a great stopping point.
Okay.
Would y'all like to stop here as well? Do y'all have any objections?
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine stopping here.
Okay. Then I will say this. All of you will take note that from the east is approaching what appears to be a large, dark blizzard. From
Cool.
the west is approaching what appears to be a massive gathering tempest. Both storms unusually appear to be converging.
It's those dragons.
They are headed towards Phandalin right now, and you can see the storms on the way. Additionally, there is a demon tree with a bell growing out of the rubble of this house. I don't think Echo, Lance, and Isadora know what's going on with that yet.
Okay, we don't know what's going on with it yet either.
We killed that demon. It couldn't be that. It's fine.
I don't know. It's not like I have a history with trees.
That's right. So we'll stop here, standing here with Harbin, who's sort of informing you of the situation. Echo, you have mail, but you can check in on that next session. I also don't know if you... Actually, no, I spelled that out pretty clearly. Okay, perfect. So yeah, that should be everything. Alrighty, y'all. Well, thanks very much. It was an awesome session. I feel like y'all all have natural chemistry, which is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I'll pause the recording here. Do y'all want to